Ladies and gentlemen, moving in silence doesn't mean you're doing nothing. No, it means you're working smarter, you're building your empire, but you don't need to shout from the rooftops while you do it. You're staying focused, staying disciplined while the noise of the world fades into the background. Because here's the truth: when you talk less, you can hear more ideas, more opportunities, more clarity. People think that by sharing their plans, they'll get support. But more often than not, they get doubts. You've got people who say, you can't do that, or that's too risky. But when you move in silence, you're not inviting that negativity in. You're protecting your vision. And here's another thing: patience is power. The greatest things in life aren't built overnight. You don't plant a seed today and expect a tree tomorrow. You plant it, you water it, you care for it quietly, patiently. And one day that tree is going to stand tall and the world will see it. But by then it's too late for anyone to stop it. That's what happens when you move in silence. The less people know, the more effective your moves become. Silence is your shield. When you keep your plans, your ambitions, and your struggles to yourself, you protect them from the external noise, the doubts, the negativity, and the distractions that come with putting everything out in the open. It's natural to want to share your dreams, to get validation from others, but the truth is, not everyone is rooting for you. Some people can't see beyond their own limitations, and the negativity can cloud your vision. When you move in silence, you're in control. You decide who gets to see the process and who doesn't. Privacy gives you the space to experiment, to fail, and to learn without the pressure of judgment or the weight of expectations. It gives you the freedom to make mistakes, to pivot, and to grow in ways that others won't understand until they see the finished product. Silence keeps your energy focused inward, where it belongs. And here's the thing: when you don't announce every move, you also keep your competition guessing. They don't know what you're working on, what your next step is, or how close you are to achieving your goals. That mystery, that unpredictability gives you an edge. By the time they see what you've been working on, it's too late for them to react. Moving in silence is about protecting your power. It's about understanding that not everything needs to be shared and not everyone needs to be invited into your process. Keep your circle tight, your plans even tighter, and let the world be surprised when you show up with results that no one saw coming. That's the power of silence. Actions will always speak louder than words. In a world where so many people are quick to talk about what they're going to do, very few actually deliver. Words are easy, they don't require much effort. But action, real action, takes courage, discipline, and persistence. It's not about how much you say or how loudly you say it. It's about the work you put in behind the scenes, in those quiet moments when no one is watching. You can spend all day talking about your plans, your dreams, your hustle. You can post about it, tweet about it, tell your friends and family. But if your actions don't back it up, those words mean nothing. The real difference between those who achieve and those who only talk about achieving is what happens in the space between the words when the talking stops and the work begins. When you let your actions do the talking, you don't need to explain yourself to anyone. You don't need to convince people that you're serious or capable. Your results will prove it. Every step you take, every goal you accomplish speaks volumes. And it speaks far more clearly than any words ever could. Think about the people you admire. The ones who truly inspire you, they're not the ones who talk the most. They're the ones who show up, who deliver, who let their success speak for itself. That's what separates those who get things done from those who only dream about it. Talking might get you attention in the short term, but it's action that earns you respect. Stop wasting energy on what you're going to do and start putting that energy into what you're actually doing. Let your results be your voice. Let your actions speak for you. In a world that's constantly filled with noise, opinions, criticisms, distractions, learning to move in silence gives you the power to cut through it all and stay focused on what truly matters. Everywhere you turn, someone has something to say. Whether it's friends, family, colleagues, or even strangers on social media, everyone has an opinion on how you should live your life, chase your dreams, and handle your business. But here's the truth: not all those voices deserve your attention. When you move in silence, you create a space that shields your mind from the outside noise. You gain clarity by tuning out the constant chatter and distractions. You're no longer swayed by what other people think you should be doing or how they think you should do it. You're free to listen to your own inner voice, the one that knows what's best for you, the one that's guiding you toward your goals. The more you share, the more input you invite. And while some of that input might be helpful, a lot of it is simply noise that clouds your vision, slows your progress, and fills your mind with doubt. People project their fears and limitations onto you. They may not believe in your dream because they can't imagine it for themselves. But when you move in silence, you protect yourself from that negativity. You keep your energy focused on your path, not someone else's opinion. Silence allows you to stay in control. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't need approval to take the next step. Moving quietly keeps your vision pure and your motivation intact. Let the world keep talking while you keep working. In time, your results will drown out the noise, and the only sound that matters will be the sound of your success. Patience is one of the greatest forms of power. In today's fast-paced world where everyone wants instant gratification, those who understand the value of patience have an undeniable advantage. Great things take time. Success doesn't come overnight, and the best things in life don't happen immediately. They're built slowly, consistently, and carefully over time. And while the world is rushing, chasing after quick wins and shortcuts, you're quietly and steadily building something solid, something lasting. Moving in silence is about embracing that patience. It's about understanding that the process is just as important as the result. You're not chasing every trend or trying to impress people with superficial progress. Instead, you're working behind the scenes, refining your craft, learning, growing, and improving every single day. You're planting seeds that, with time and care, will grow into something extraordinary. But that growth doesn't happen out in the open for everyone to see. It happens in the quiet, unnoticed moments. It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see immediate results. But patience is what separates those who give up from those who succeed. When you move in silence, you develop the strength to endure the waiting. You trust the process because you know that greatness is built over time. You're not in a rush to prove yourself to anyone. You're focused on the long game, understanding that the quiet work you're putting in now will pay off in the future. The beauty of moving in silence is that while others may not see your progress, you know what's happening beneath the surface. You're becoming stronger, more resilient, more prepared for success. And when the time comes for you to make your move, it will be undeniable. Patience is power, and with that power, you become unstoppable. When you move in silence, you create an element of surprise. People won't see you coming because they're not privy to your every move, your every thought. There's a certain power in keeping people guessing and letting them wonder what you're up to. When you don't reveal your plans, your strategy, or your next step, you maintain control over the narrative. The less people know, the more they speculate, and the more they're caught off guard when you finally reveal the fruits of your labor. In a world where everyone is broadcasting their moves, where every achievement is posted online for validation, moving quietly gives you the upper hand. It's a strategy because while others are seeking attention and approval, you're busy getting the real work done. You're not in the spotlight prematurely, where others can pick apart your ideas, critique your process, or attempt to sabotage your efforts. Instead, you're building your momentum in the shadows, and by the time you step into the light, it's too late for anyone to catch up. That surprise factor is invaluable. Moving in silence also allows you to strike at the right moment. You're not bound by the pressure of keeping up appearances or the need to constantly prove yourself. You're working on your own time with your own agenda. And when the time is right, you make your move. And when you do, it's impactful. It's powerful. It's undeniable because no one saw it coming. There's something deeply satisfying about watching the world's reaction when they finally see what you've been working on. All the doubt, all the questions, all the skepticism fades away the moment they witness your success. That's the beauty of silence. It gives you the space to plan, to execute, and to win, without the world knowing until it's too late to stop you. Mastering silence is a form of mastering yourself. It's not just about staying quiet, it's about controlling your impulses, your emotions, and your need for validation. In a world that constantly demands attention and recognition, the ability to remain silent, to keep your head down, and to stay focused is a sign of inner strength. It's the discipline to resist the urge to broadcast your every move, to seek approval, or to chase after quick praise. When you move in silence, you're practicing self-mastery. You're choosing to keep your energy focused on what matters, your goals, your growth, your journey, without getting distracted by external noise. It takes a deep level of self-control to hold back, especially when you're excited about something or when you're feeling the pressure to prove yourself. But those who have mastered themselves understand that not every step needs to be shared and not every win needs to be announced. Silence also gives you the opportunity to observe, to learn, and to refine your strategy. When you're not constantly talking or seeking attention, you're able to listen to yourself, to your instincts, to the world around you. You become more aware, more tuned in, and more capable of making calculated, thoughtful decisions. This level of self-awareness is key to long-term success. In the quiet, you build not just your projects, but your character. You develop patience, resilience, and the ability to stay calm under pressure. By controlling what you say and when you say it, you hold power over your own narrative. You're not reacting to the world, you're moving with intention and purpose. And when you finally speak, when you finally show the world what you've been working on, it comes from a place of confidence, control, and undeniable mastery.